We.
Go get your money.
Okay. Y'all already know what time it is. You are now tuned into the Out of the Box podcast. I'm your girl, Shakita Speaks a Southern Belle. And to the left of me, I got my brother, Jerome, in the house. Okay? The man with the plan. And listen, if you don't know who we are by now, I'm gonna need y'all to get familiar, because it's the number one podcast that the industry never knew they needed. And if you didn't know you needed us, now you do. Make sure y'all stream those podcasts. We got a fresh episode dropping each and every Thursday, and we about to hop into it just like this. What's up?
Come with me. That's my shit right there.
Rest in peace.
I'm an old nigga, you know what I'm saying?
R.I.P.
Tupac
Tupac
was one of my favorite artists. Dope, man. You know, the reason why we came off of that, you know, we had to basically go off of things like revenge, pain, internal things. You feel what I'm saying?
Talk about it.
And one of the main things that we don't really discuss is, in the entertainment industry, is someone to basically go behind our back. Someone that could be friends, family, and everything like that. Like, that has destroyed a lot of families. You know what I'm saying? It destroyed a lot of people that weren't close because they thought about the greed of the money. And the reason why we bring this up is because an issue that was actually happening this week is Young Blue and Boozy. Did I say his name right? Was it Boosie or Boozy? You know what I'm saying?
Boosie badass.
Boosie badass. That's how it's supposed to be. So, he had an artist that basically, his brother sent him a DM. Well, not his brother sent a DM. Young Blue sent his brother a DM. It was like, I want to basically be managed by y'all, or I want to basically get help when it comes to my music. So, what happened is that, you know, Boozy was like, I'm going to help you out. I'm going to give you interview runs and stuff like that and use my star power to help you out.
Mm-hmm. And did.
And definitely did. And what happened is that Young Blue wound up basically becoming a big artist due to that Drake feature. You know, it's still pretty popping right now. So the thing is this. For an artist that is new, he acts like he basically he's not signed to Boozy, and Boozy's saying something different. But the thing of what I'm getting from this, right, because the only reason I know about Young Blue is due to Boozy. You know?
Absolutely. So
it's like he's saying that he's not signed, he doesn't have these kind of ways, and now I see them saying like, Vlad, you're a white man, and you're bringing all these black people together like against each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, that don't make any sense. But I think at the end of the day, it's like, why did you basically bite from the arm that fed you and basically put you to all these people that are powerful in this entertainment industry? Mm-hmm. Now, Chiquita, I think this is a learning lesson, and I think that it's something that'd be good to talk about, because we know about a lot of artists that we have worked with and people that we have worked with in the past. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I think they face certain situations when it comes to like their craft. Like, why do you think that at the end of the day is like when they become successful that they forget about the people that helped them out?
That's a very, very good question. I mean, it comes down to the individual. You know, a lot of times I feel like some people feel like a little bit like envy to a certain extent, or they feel like that person didn't do as much as they would have wanted them to do at the time, or things wasn't moving as fast as they wanted to move. You know, I feel like we both can speak on situations like that where we, you know, work with people in the past where they don't understand. It's like everything is a part of the process. But speaking on like the Boozy situation and Young Blue, like, it's exactly what you said. Like, this man came out of nowhere, and I don't think any other artist could have been able to do that as fast as he did without the backing of Boozy. Like, who don't respect Boozy? Like, everybody do. You know what I'm saying? But I would just say it probably came down to a situation where he probably wasn't like feeling like, you know, Boozy wasn't moving the way he wanted to at the time. And, you know, he started getting that little taste of the fame a little bit just when Boozy started helping him, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. So he had to go elsewhere. And then stuff like that, when stuff like that happens, I feel like sometimes they don't really step back and take a look at the situation, like, even for you to be where you are now, it wouldn't have happened without Boosie at the end of the day.
Yeah. And I think when it comes to entertainment, it's a really dark hole, because it's like, I think that a lot of entertainers feel that at the end of the day, they're going to do whatever it takes to make it, right?
Right.
And that can be just shitting on someone else to make someone feel a certain way, to make them look greater. Because I've seen a lot of artists do it. I've seen artists all the time now. They be like, yeah, what's good, Jerome? Hey, how are you, man? Da-da-da-da, right? Be like, okay, wow. Then I see them basically with the artist. They act like they don't even know a nigga. They be like, I'll be like, yo, what's good? And they be like, they'll turn away, act like they didn't hear me. Fuck niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to
Fake
be
niggas.
cool.
And at the end of the day, it's like the reason why they trying to be that way, because they was like, you know what? This other person that I'm with can give me a different opportunity. So if we basically have a beef or a situation, or that person doesn't want to basically have anybody else into their entourage, then that person is going to shield it off because they want to basically get there. And there's one big artist, I'm not going to say his name, he actually have basically stole from individuals, done 10 times wrong with a lot of people when it comes to like writing credits and stuff like that. But, some people want to give that facade like they're the best thing ever. But no human being on this earth, no matter what you do, they can't do this by themselves. There's always got to be someone that's helping. There's always behind the scenes or someone that basically is helping them market themselves. Like an individual cannot do 100 things. That's the case.
Absolutely.
Because if they do, one thing will falter. Or not just one thing, multiple things will falter. And that's the issue. And sometimes it's like with these celebrities, we have to basically understand it's like, when it comes to your art, a lot of people love the art of what you create when it comes to what comes out your head. I think at the end of the day is like some artists basically lose themselves and they get lost in music, and they like not lost in music, they get lost into themselves and like in the money and the power, the drugs and stuff like that.
Got people in their ear.
They don't focus on the music. And it's the reason why I bring that up is like there's a new artist. We was playing her song all the time. What's that shit called? FNF, fuck nigga free. That's my shit right there. Shakita put me on when I rapped the song right there. I didn't know about it.
What?
Yeah.
Sorry.
You know what I'm saying? Twerking on a hit. You know what I'm saying? Even like you got it.
You got to give it up. That beat is hard. And you know what I mean? It's like, but it's hard at this. It's catchy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Facts. Like you can be a hood nigga, bro. When that song come on, you gon' twerking at the headlights. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you be like, yo, this shit go, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if you had a problem with a nigga, like, you play that song, you definitely might fight that person. So, the thing is, now that we talking about her, Russell Simmons, yeah, he's not in good graces right now. He's have a lot of situations that is questionable that he needs to answer. Yeah, I kind of believe what these people are saying, but
whoa.
But anyway, so the thing is, when it comes to Russell Simmons, he was basically speaking on Glorilla. Was it Glorilla or is it Glorilla? I can't even say it.
I pronounce it Glorilla.
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 Okay, Glorilla. Yeah. Now, he said that don't focus on the money, focus on the art. And I believe him.
You got to.
Mm-hmm. And one of the things that I basically notice is that some artists do focus on the money, right? So I think the number one thing is, if you're an artist and you're first coming up and you got one hit song, you need to be in the studio right afterwards. Be in there and do it. Don't worry about the club appearances. Yeah, you be like, man, it's 50, this 20, this 30,000. Yeah, that might be nice.
At the moment.
That's only chump change. You need to build a legacy where your songs are always going to be played and always going to basically make something where you always will make money. Like, right. let's look at rap artists such as 3 6 Mafia, right? Nowadays, they are getting sampled like a motherfucker.
Absolutely.
There's certain songs I listen to with Moneybagg Yo or Duck Deuce. I didn't even know that. But that song, how that shit go? How that go, Shakira? You know you rapping.
I don't know.
That
I don't know
song, you know what I'm talking about? You don't know what? Hold
I
on.
don't know the song you talk about off top. But speaking of 3 6 Mafia, did they which song was it Glorilla sampled? One of the 3 6 Mafia songs?
It was?
Hold on, I can't think of what song but that's definitely a sample.
So what we're gonna do is a little quick. I don't know what song that was, but the quick sample. She ain't know who it was, but I'm going to do this right quick because we don't want to get demonetized. YouTube sucks.
Period.
Okay, here we go.
Yo. I already cut it off.
Yep.
It's enough.
Copyright claim. So that's the song I was talking about.
Killing us, Smalls. Killing us.
So at the end of the day, right? These people are getting sampled. They get money off that song. This right here, they got money. They got money on this one. They got money on the remix. So what you want to do as an artist is you want to make something that's timeless and something that's going to basically always resonate with people. You know what I'm saying? So when you think of something and you make it timeless, like, you know, we're going to talk about Chris Brown. Like, Chris Brown has timeless music, right? You know, when he plays, excuse me, miss, I saw you across the room, you know, like shit like that. So people can basically look at these songs and like, oh yeah, I remember this time. I remember when I was doing this and that and that and that. And see, when you don't think about the money, like I don't think Chris Brown thought about the money. I think he thought about the artistry. And he was like, let's make these things and make this happen. You see that it basically gave him a better deal at RCA. He basically went financially really, really good. I don't know how much he makes, but I know he don't have to work a day in his life or his daughter off the songs he made. So when these artists feel like money is the situation that they need to basically get to, and I understand that they're in impoverished situations, but I want you to understand the legacy is more important. The legacy will give you that money more than what you ever thought. You would be like, I don't know what else. I'm getting so much money. I don't know why. Mm-hmm. Why do you feel that, you know, if someone tells them to not focus on the art and focus on the money, that's what a lot of people, that's what some in this thing, some of these like people that's higher up say that, focus on the money, focus on the money. Why do you think that is, Shakita?
Because if all you can focus on the money, you might end up getting lost eventually. You know what I'm saying? I feel like people don't really realize that you got to pay attention to the art because the art is going to take you further. You know what I'm saying? The money is always going to come, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day. But if you really thinking about it, people telling you to focus on the money, the money going to come if the art is there. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, look at some of the people like that's came and gone. You know what I'm saying? Like at the time, yeah, they had money, but that money don't stick around forever. You know what I'm saying? So I think more when people focus really on the art, that's what's going to really truly take them there. Now, as far as why like they don't really focus on like why they don't, that's the question. That's the question. The question is why they don't focus on the art. I feel like they see everything else. They see the glitz and the glams of everything, and they just want to show off at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what it's really coming down to. You know what I'm saying? They thinking temporarily. You know what I'm saying? At the moment, like, dang, I'm able to do all these things that I've never been able to do before, and now I got a chance to do it. So now I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, people not really paying attention because if that's what you're thinking about right then and there, how you gonna be able to keep up with like what money you gonna be able to owe back to these people? Because that's what a lot of times people do. They end up getting lost. Then they don't realize they've signed over deals. Some of these deals got repercussions to them where they end up owing back money to labels, or if they get let's say they do one thing that's wrong, fuck up the whole deal and end up being asked out on money. So that's why it's really important for people not to like really just pay attention to solely the money, but you got to pay attention to not only the art, but you also got to pay attention to your paperwork too. So I feel like if you so busy focused on money, you're going to be blinded.
Yeah. And, you know, to go back to your point and what you were saying is when it comes to the artist, right? When it comes to owing a lot of things back, right? Like we we get lost into the money because I understand that, maybe you came from the hood and you don't have anything, and
right.
you might got kids or whatever, or you might just be in a situation where you feel like I'm in an impoverished place and a lot of people dying here and I don't need to get out. Now, the one thing is that, man, these record labels are going to basically give you a lot of cash at the beginning, especially if you're big. They might give you like $100,000, something you never seen in your life. Like at the end of the day, people think it's $1 million now. They don't give that much. Like $100,000, you got to really do really good. The F&F song is definitely not $1 million. 100,000, 200,000 maybe. But you feel what I'm saying? Is that when they gave that money, you see her like in a private jet, this and that, but just realize though, you know what I'm saying? The thing is, I don't want my people, especially in my skin tone, to face these issues due to these record labels. Just realize that jet, you paid for that. That
Absolutely.
money that you have, that's a loan.
You gonna owe it back.
That is a loan, right?
Right.
See, there are a couple words. There are 2 words as an artist you should know. Non-recoupable and recoupable. Non-recoupable means that I don't have to pay you back.
Period.
Recoupable means I have to pay you back. And that's a lot of shit. So if you was like, man, I need my whole motherfucking crew to be on a private plane, you're paying for it.
Period.
You'd be like, I need to go first class everywhere. Guess what happens? You're paying for it.
Exactly.
Ed Sheeran, he basically told me one thing. He's like, hey, mate, you know what I do? I don't ride first class. I ride coach. It's cheaper. I know, I don't sound like him. Sorry, it sucks. My English accent sucks so bad.
I was about to say,
all the people in England.
Who you talk
Horrible. But anyway, so at the end of the day, that person was like, you know what? Try to keep your expenses very cheap. You know what I'm saying? Like, try to make ways to save your money. If you know someone has a studio, meet with that person and don't have them spend. Because what they're going to do is they're going to like, okay, you have the studio time. We're going to be like, oh, yeah, the studio time was billed this and much and da. You don't even know if it was billed that much, but they just saying it is. You know what I'm saying? They can make all these things. They're getting tax breaks off you. You know what I mean? So you want to be smart. You want to basically listen to a Russell Simmons, regardless of what he have done.
Right.
I mean, this nigga has one of the, not the biggest, but one of the record labels that basically help hip-hop become what it is. Like,
absolutely.
Run DMC. Like, that's what we need. Just one word. Run DMC. That's it. You feel what I'm saying? Who they had? DMX. Kanye West is still Kanye West. Jay-Z. Def Jam. Like, there's so many names I can name, and you be like, oh, damn, Def Jam is that. Now that we're talking about money in all these situations, now I want to ask about, like, to me, I feel that certain artists, sometimes, regardless of what their accolades are, they feel a little too entitled, and also they feel maybe at the end of the day, because of what they do, they can treat people like shit, right? And I experienced some things of artists that feel like they are better. And I think that every human should realize that they are all equal regardless of what talent that you have. Because at the end of the day, that person's talent, you may need what they need. You know what I mean? You may need, I don't know how I'm saying the words. It sounds a little crazy.
You might need them one day.
Correct. There we go. I don't know why I forgot that. It was crazy. But, yeah, you may need them. You never know. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has like a certain gift. You know what I mean? I look at like we're all like superheroes and we have all kind of powers. You know, you don't have all the powers that everybody else has. So the reason why I come to this topic and this conclusion is due to Chris Brown, right? So there's a lot of people on the internet that saying that at the situation that his album sales. Do you remember what his album sales was, Shakita?
I don't know the exact numbers of the album sales, but
they were kind of
to be quite honest, it was pretty low for Chris Brown. Like, to be quite honest with you.
What do you think Chris Brown should be selling?
Chris Brown, shoot. What is that? First week? I don't know. He definitely over 100,000. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's like, you know what I'm saying? He should be up there. He shouldn't be. What was it? What did they say he was at? Like 70?
72.
That's fucking insane. Like, when you hear the name Chris Brown, first of all, like, it's fucking Chris Brown at the end of the day. It's Chris Brown. You can't tell me that Chris Brown in the first week got 72,000 sales with an album like Breezy. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just, to me, it's just kind of like unbelievable at this point. Like, you know what I'm saying? What did Drake do? What did Drake do in his first week?
200,000 something.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he should be up there with at least Drake. Like, you know what I'm saying? 200,000, 300,000. Like, he's up there. He deserves it. He's earned it.
Drake is different.
I don't listen.
Drake does not.
Listen. At the end of the, what do you mean? Listen, no shade. Listen, I respect Drake at the end of the day, but it's Chris motherfucking Brown. Like, at the end of the day, like, this man been around. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, it's as him being as talented as he is, a R&B artist. He's one of the best R&B artists of all time, and he's definitely earned it. And you can't tell me that Chris Brown should not be selling equally or not more than Drake. I'm sorry. Like, you know what I'm saying? Drake is cool. He's dominating. But at the same time, it's Chris Brown.
The difference is that Drake is very, very intelligent. Like, how he basically played things. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, Chris Brown burns a lot of bridges. You know, like...
Okay, talk about it.
So let's think about, like, the things of how he, like, markets himself, right? So I saw the interview on Drink Champs, right? And he was like, yo, yeah, you know what we listen to? We listen to, like, that trap shit, that hood shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, da-da-da-da. Like, because you know what I'm saying? Like, he a blood and all these situations and stuff like that. But it's like, nigga, your most music aren't, like, the songs you do is R&B. If you're not, then make these R&B music that kind of reflects of how you feel. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, it's a different kind of energy that we basically get nowadays in this entertainment industry. We want to know about the artist that's singing. So Chris Brown doesn't really give that off. People are like, okay, this nigga saying he a blood, he's doing this and that and that. We don't get that same aspect when it comes to a Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, we're like, okay, he's saying like he gangbanging, and we listen to this song, he's like, damn, about love, peace, and everything like that. You're like, what the fuck? It's totally different things.
I feel you, but at the same time, is that truly fair, though? Like, to be quite honest with you, like, you gotta still at the same time separate the man from the craft. At the end of the day, he still has given us endless, timeless music at the end of the day that he's still doing, and he's still showing up every single time he always shows up. And that's just my personal belief about it. Like, I feel like, yeah, you could say like, oh, he don't let people in, but like, so do Beyonce. Like, she don't let nobody in, so what's wrong with him not like always showing up and exposing every single thing? But the thing is, I just feel like, honestly, what it comes to at the end of the day, it's the whole Rihanna situation. You know what I'm saying? Rihanna done forgot about it. They done moved on. They done made up for it. Now the rest of the world need to do the exact same thing. I do feel like at the end of the day, people are out here, they are shadow banning his music, because any other time you hear something negative about Chris Brown, and matter of fact, he actually spoke about that on his Instagram, that anytime when somebody is saying something negative about Chris Brown, you see that shit go every fucking where. You know what I'm saying? That's the topic of conversation. Like, break the internet, let Chris Brown just do something. You know what I'm saying? But anytime he got something positive going on, people don't really be after like the whole, you know, Rihanna situation. It's just like people can't seem to fucking let it go, like, at the end of the day. And I feel like at some point we gotta really step back as people and still be like, yeah, this man is still Chris Brown at the end of the day. And every time he still shows up, he still gives us timeless music. And he still, you cannot say that this man does not care about his craft. If you really listen to that Breezy album from top to maybe like, you know what I'm saying, maybe into like it's probably like maybe 2 or 3 songs that ain't on there. But if you listen to that album is amazing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I feel, like, at the end of the day. And I feel like people always try to find a way to be like, oh, this, that, and third. But at the same time, y'all fucking, like, yo, sit the fuck down. Like, at the same time, sit the fuck down. Y'all be quiet, because at the same time, y'all know what the fuck this man does. He's still Chris fucking Brown at the end of the day. And that's what I said. You got to say his name like Chris fucking Brown because he's a motherfucking legend at this point. You can't just say Chris Brown like he just a has-been. He not a has-been because he's still putting in work. He Chris fucking Brown at the end of the day. And I do feel like they shadow banned his music. They wasn't out there putting his music on playlists. It was hard for people to go out here and find his music. I believe it. Like, at the end of the day. So, I just got to disagree a little bit. Like, I do.
So, I'll tell you the one thing that I think about the difference between Beyonce and Chris Brown is that Beyonce, in every album, she involved and show a message, right?
Okay.
And do actions. You know what I'm saying?
So, you don't think Chris Brown has never evolved in his music? Like, because you can, as far as the research I've done, you know what I'm saying? And when people always talk about Chris Brown, they just always talk and give him credit about how amazingly talented he is and how much he cares about his craft. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just because he don't really show it, but you could tell it in the music. If you really pay attention, you could tell that he put some thought into it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like, I do feel like he involves in a way. He dropped a 40 song album. When was the last time you heard somebody drop 40 songs on an album since early 90s or something like that? You know what I'm saying? When was the last time you really seen somebody do that and then most of the album be fucking great? You cannot tell me this man does not evolve, because if he didn't evolve, he wouldn't have been able to put out an amazing album and you almost be able to listen to every song straight through.
And it's good that you bring that up. So during the time that he had the 40 album, right, that's when streaming was like a little bit really new, right? So
okay.
What they was trying to do is when they did 40 albums, right, is that
40 songs.
Yeah, well, 40 songs. I didn't mean 40 albums. Yeah, that's crazy. You did 40 albums.
Crazy.
Like, yeah, this nigga's a legend. But if we did 40 songs, right? So what happens is that if you can get enough songs onto an album, I don't think they do that no more. But if you get enough songs on an album, that can basically make you go platinum or make you go create like faster, because more streams, more numbers, more songs, more streams, right? That's what happened. People actually around that time was dropping 40, 30, 20 double albums. Like, you think about it like this. Drake even dropped a double album. Remember how many songs was on Drake's album?
Yeah, but guess what that happened? After Chris Brown. That when people started doing it, they started doing it after Chris Brown. Because even when he did it, people was talking so much shit when he did it before it dropped. They was like, damn, 40 songs on an album? That's kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's pretty long. Everybody was kind of like discredit him a little bit. But until he actually dropped the album, then people was like, oh, this shit was kind of knocking. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like he started bringing that trend back, because I remember at that time when people were saying 40 songs was too much, and they said it on his album.
There was other artists that was before him. I just got to look it up and see it. But, you know, because I remember. But, you know, it's crazy. We came out on Tupac, right? Tupac was actually the first artist for real that has a double album. So, yeah, that's crazy. I didn't really think about that.
Early 90s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, that's how crazy it is. See how she's doing, like, smoke out here? Relax. Okay. She's a Chris Brown friend because he's from Virginia. Yeah. But back to Beyonce, though, right? To the comparison. Okay. How I feel is this. With Beyonce is that when you see her, right, she has a whole evolution. Like, how she basically make the mystique of her. Mm-hmm. Like, she's like the old school R&B artist. Like, you don't need to know who I am. I'm not going to go on social media and everything like that. She already built that. But her music, like, she talks about, like, how African-American women should basically appreciate their sexuality, not to basically be like, okay, don't be this. And then things such as on The Lion King talk about appreciate your blackness no matter what color skin you are. Even though there's certain things they put her in issues because of she's light-skinned. Okay. She's basically doing all these world issues where it's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? You didn't forget about this. Like, even with the Super Bowl, like, the thing with Chris Brown, you feel what I'm saying, is like he's not really making no political message like that. Like, can you tell me any political message Chris Brown song he ever did?
Yeah. off top, I can't. Like
fact.
off top, I can't tell. I can't off top. But at the same time, I do feel like he does have a lot of messages in his songs, like his music. You know what I'm saying? Like his music is maturing. I feel like if you even listen to his Breezy album, you could tell the maturity in his music, and you could tell he actually thought about it. Even though you might hear like some features on there, but you can tell like he's growing up into a young man. Like you could tell how fatherhood is starting to change him. Like you can really say that he is evolving. So I also feel like that's gonna come with time. Like we can't just be like, oh yeah, he not doing this, but he also not Beyonce. He not old as Beyonce either, and he hasn't been in the game as long as Beyonce. So we gotta let this man grow up. Like Chris Brown, probably about like around my age. You know what I'm saying?
33.
Yeah, he around our age at the same time. Like give this man time to grow up.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
Well, I look like this. When it comes to Chris Brown, don't get me wrong. I do think that he's a legend. No one can never take that away from him. And I think that, I don't really see the message in his songs. I would say that.
Did you listen to the last Breezy? Did you listen to Breezy album?
I did. I mean,
you listened to the whole thing?
Correct.
What's your favorite song?
The first song, the intro.
See, that's why I know you can't even really paying attention to that song.
Yeah,
the album.
At the end of the day, that's my first song because it's like it's one of the first, like the few songs that I can go to the gym with. So when it comes to him and everything like that, I don't think that he does have any political message, which is not. It's fine. You don't have to have that. Like what Shakita stated. I just think that at the end of the day, it's like I feel like he needs to basically open up himself a little bit more, but if he open himself a little bit less, because I feel like the way that he portrays himself and how he's basically acting is why people are basically blocking him from making the music that he can basically put out there. Because regardless of how much you've done, right, you're human. Mm-hmm. You should never act like you're better than people, like better than someone. There's so many. I'm in multiple places in this world, and people always tell me how much of an asshole Chris Brown has been. You know what I'm saying? I have a personal story, but we're going to say that for another episode. Shakita knows it, but it's okay. We're going to save it for another episode. But the thing is that, like, it's not because of that. I just feel like, and I want Chris Brown to win. I want him to succeed. But I do think that he just needs to calm down a little bit and just realize, even though with this Rihanna situation, that's something you have to live with. And people shouldn't judge him off of a mistake that he did years ago. I think that's fucking stupid. See, I judge him off of what he does now, how he treats people and everything like that now. You know what I'm saying? And I understand, like, drugs and stuff like that are a hard thing to do. I mean, a lot of, and also, don't get me wrong, there's things that Chris Brown, like, there's a lot of people, like, that know Chris Brown, be like, yeah, no, we want you to meet with him and everything like that. He's a really good dude. But it's just certain other people I've seen and the things that he be saying, I'll be like, damn, well, what you better say, Chiquita?
Let's say, I just feel like at the same time, I feel like he has grew like a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like people don't really even realize it. Cause like, when do we really hear from Chris Brown? Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like he just be staying low, taking care of his children. Like, yeah, you don't really hear that much about Chris Brown. Like, he really took a step back. Like, when you really think about it, like, he went ghost for a little while. Like, he would pop up, throw a little stories and stuff like that here and there. But other than that, he's been pretty quiet for the most part. That's just, in my personal opinion. He only really started coming really back out was right before he started getting ready to promote the Breezy album. Right. And then right before that, when we really started hearing about him, because some girl tried to say that he raped her on a boat. And that's when we heard about Chris Brown. Before that, we didn't hear about Chris Brown for, I want to feel like about 1 to 2 good years. Like, we really didn't hear that much from Chris Brown. So let's be honest. I feel like people can't really say that because we don't know what the fuck was going on. Because he was being real like quiet. But at the same time, you get what I'm saying? I feel like I know where you was getting ready to go with this.
Where was I going to go?
Speaking on that situation. But speaking on that situation, she lied. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He had the text messages and everything. And like I said, whenever somebody's starting to do something positive, when you about to do something positive, then you all of a sudden you get the negative side of everything.
So, Since she said I know what I was going to talk about. It's another person from Virginia. When I asked Shakita.
Do not ask me this question because I'm not speaking on it. My name is Shakita and I do not have the answer, Sway.
Well, okay, well, audience. There's another guy from Virginia. You know, we're not going to say his name, but, you know, because Shakita.
I'm not going to speak on this situation.
But the craziest thing is, yeah, I don't know. I just thought about that situation. So that one could be a little real. I don't know. You do your research. But the thing is, right, is that we should not. I think that at the end of the day, there's certain facts of what Shakira is saying. I think that at the end of the day, we can't blame him for what he did back in the day. He does make good music. That nigga can dance. He's the best dancer. I don't give a care. Like, for real, Chris Brown can beat Usher. That's true. That's fact. I'm sorry. I said it. It's true. Like, there's a lot of R&B artists.
As far as talent wise, no. Because I really had this debate not too long ago. When I listen, I had the same argument. I was Chris Breezy. I was holding Chris Brown down. Like, I was like, ain't no way Usher better than Chris Brown. You fucking crazy. But at the end of the day, I think when it comes to talent, he's not better. But when it comes to his discography,
Shakira.
he's definitely better. Usher is better. No, listen. As far as timeless, no. Listen, because it take me a long time to admit when a motherfucker is right. You know what I'm saying? It take me a long time. Even then, I had to be like, God damn, y'all motherfucking got me. Maybe you might be right. Like, Usher got some timeless music. You know what I'm saying? And not saying Chris Brown don't have no timeless music, because he definitely just got some good music. Yes. But Usher's catalog is kind of crazy. You got to think about it. Like, it's crazy.
No, there's only one.
My way. You know what I'm saying?
That album was good, but it wasn't the best. All right,
no.
Wait. There's only one album.
Look, bro, watch this.
There was only one album. There was only one album that was like, okay, this is certified classic.
Bruh, Confessions, all that.
I forgot about Confessions.
That's what I'm saying.
But the one that over trumps Confessions is 8701.
Absolutely.
And that's it.
What I'm saying. But
those two. He only has two. That's
but listen.
But
the songs that's on there are you know what I'm saying? They classics. Like, you know what I'm saying? You would never, and listen, Chris Brown got some dope music, and y'all see me over here. I'm over here defending Chris Brown. But like, when you really think about Usher's track record, his tracks, oh my God. I don't know if Chris Brown got that.
Let me ask you.
I don't know if Chris Brown got enough of them.
All right, so when
he don't got enough of them.
Hold on, this is a good one. When the last time you listened to Usher? Tell me when.
Sure.
Yeah, right.
Actually, I listened to him like 2 weeks ago.
Nigga, what song? Stop lying.
I was listening to the Confessions album. And
name a song off the album. That's what I asked. Name a song off the album. Name one song that you listen to. Yeah, see?
No, for real. I was listening to... No, I was listening to the album. I was listening to Let It Burn. No, for real. I was listening to the album. I was just playing it through. And y'all want to know why I was listening to the album? I was really listening to the album because that's when the day I had the debate. So I really did listen to the album like 2 weeks ago because of that. But yeah, that's when I was.
All right. Hold on real quick. Who is a better dancer?
Chris Brown, absolutely.
Okay. Right.
That's why I said Chris Brown is definitely more talented because he can sing, he can dance, he can write, he can draw. Like, this motherfucker is fucking amazing. He's fucking talented as fuck.
Look,
Usher ain't got that much talent.
With you can play, and I'll be like, wow, this is like with you. It just have so many memories. Like,
Chris Brown got some good ones, but he don't got as many.
Deuces. Oh, I had a heartbreak with that one.
But when we looking in terms of Usher's, like, he don't got that many. But I do love them. but they don't got that many. And somebody was asking like, hey, if they did like a versus together, it couldn't even be, if they did a versus together, that would be a great versus, but it can't be no battle versus. Like, it just got to be a versus where they come together and they just have a good time on stage, because I don't want to see them go back and forth, like, you know what I'm saying, because that's not gonna be pretty anyway.
I think Chris Brown would kill him. You know what I'm saying? I think if he did it on stage, because like
telling you,
I'm gonna tell you like this, right? I love Mario, right? Let me go back to the old verses. Okay. I love Mario. Mario, you feel what I'm saying? Like, that nigga voices, and I don't even know the words, what the fuck nigga saying. I wish I had his voice. Mm-hmm. But Omarion has better songs, right? And is a better dancer. No, definitely. By a long shot. Omarion should have won that, but it was just, it just, I don't know. We ain't gonna even speak on it. It's in the past. But clearly, Omarion should have won that. But what I am gonna say right now, just be honest. If Usher and Chris Brown did a versus, I just want to be able to appreciate them. I don't want them to battle, go back and forth. I just want to appreciate their music, because both of them are too good of an artist to be in competition with each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be fair. Yeah, I need them to basically go to war. I need them to understand there's only need to be one R&B artist on top. That's it. You know what I'm saying? It's competitive nature. If you're looking at music wise, I'm definitely gonna give it to Usher. Like, as far as like I am. But that's crazy. The person that was fighting for Chris Brown,
I still fight for Chris Brown.
Teams,
you know what I'm saying? Don't give me
switching team Shakita.
But
that's
listen. You gotta really take a look back at it. Like, he got way too many. Usher got way too many.
He does a lot of hits, but
too many.
What we're gonna do? We're gonna wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let Shakita wrap it up from here. We always love y'all. We love basically doing this, and we want y'all to basically subscribe and send a comment too, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what the comment is, you know what I'm saying? It could be like, man, fuck y'all niggas, and that'll be all right. Just give one comment. Yeah, definitely. And speaking of leaving comments and stuff, let us know about some of the topics that you guys want us to speak about as well. Like, we always open to things that you guys want to know about that's in the industry. If we don't have the answers, then we'll go out here and we'll find somebody with the answers. And you can see from our previous interviews that we are definitely bringing people who are not new to the industry. They've been in the industry a long time. They can give you some education about the industry, the work, all that good stuff. So if you guys got something that's on your mind and you want to know about the industry, then definitely make sure you guys tune in. Each and every Thursday, we dropping our first episode here on the Out of the Box podcast. Make sure you guys get at us on all of our socials. If you have not hit our Linktree link, that's where you can find every single episode that we've ever dropped. And we got some dope interviews out there. So make sure you guys tune in, check those out, because we definitely got a message in each and every episode. If you really paying attention, there's a message behind each and every episode. But definitely, we just want to thank you guys for coming, showing up, listening every Thursday. Make sure you guys always subscribe, like, share, do all that good shit. It's the Out of the Box podcast, the industry #1 podcast that they never knew they needed. So make sure you guys get us. All right. Bye, y'all.